over as well. The chance to stay alive.
Yeah, which is, I mean, even come back to that same front, it's been turbulent here at Kickoff. It's been upside down in terms of looking at the bracket, the names we see here, but Liquid and Heretics to face off. Pacey start here for Woot. Actually, no secrets about this on the way up. Purpo gonna respect the space initially. Heretics looking to scale very quickly towards A.
And if this is a pacier look coming out from Heretics, even if it's just setting the tone into the first go of things, I'm kind of down for it, right? Let's see if they can set a tempo, send a message early. Purpo, good info here. They should tee up those three through middle. There's the distraction, but Benji divides and conquers. 2 quick kills. I thought they were on for some success there. But now down to Purpo and Nats, what are you meant to do? Try and walk back into the site. Try and take on 4 players. On your own is not going to happen. Heretics, what a start.
Yeah, Pep in the step in first round at least here. Let's see if that's a trend to follow. Again, I think probably the biggest criticism really for Heretics in terms of inconsistency is around their inability to really make quick decisions, but quick, smart decisions, right? And have these kind of all bases are covered, nothing left up to chance here. Again, we even saw some instances of very rehearsed, choreographed pistol rounds last week, so it's certainly something they've been preparing.
Yeah, that spacing to me from Liquid then just felt like they had a plan in mind with Minibu just trying to break the kind of line of sight, I guess, or kind of the hold, but... Ooh. Let's come back, get in. Okay, not going to catch him. Off the map we go.
Now, if you didn't catch it the first time, we have seen brothers face off in VCT here. We'll see Minibu, well, brothers alongside the rest of the roster as well, but Boo specifically. Heretics off to a comfortable 2-0 start here. Gripping replay.
And he's worked on that one, man.
Yeah. Just in case we missed the kill feed, but out of the way.
Yep. Into the bonus, and the bonus is looking pretty healthy. You've got Benji sitting on the absolute heater so far, looking good, sharp, confident. Get the blood pumping early. Rien's also going to be on the rifle as well. Everyone else just going to try and supplement that with what they can. Camo able to turn the flash here and gets away with the first. A little lazy on the clear, maybe hoping for the best, but now expecting the worst. Down to a 4v3. Benji, Boo, and Wu need to make this work. That's a shot. Benji doing brilliant again. If this is a return to form from this man, I think we're all on board for it. And Purpo and Nats, the last 2 who were left alive before, similar scenario.
Yeah. Left scrambling after Liquid being the ones to try and be decisive. Benji now. 3 for the time being. Can he find a 4th here to close out this round? Able to slip away. Initially looking pretty comfortable already in some of these rounds.
That's exactly what I was going to look at, is how confident he feels, how up on that utility he is. I think the barrel will show on this angle, potentially.
Nats will spot this, he's posted.
So, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a catch-off there. And Nats going to find a follow-up. Hold on, Boo, with an all to do in a 1v1 here. Oh my good God, Boo, easy Tiger. That was a bit of a wide swing, but he's not got half yet. Boo's got time. But Purpo's been clean with it as well, and the time's starting to dwindle. And Purpo being toyed with, being played with, half's achieved, but time is there. Boo's done it! Gotta say it, Mike, a Red Bull clutch, yes, but Benji having big impact.
Liquid fall victim, but this is the start you want to see from Heretics, starting to hit their stride. In terms of the overall approach here, and this, like I said, this is Liquid on the offensive. I mean, 2 openers here.
Huge work.
Benji able to just swing the pendulum back in Heretics' favor. Beautiful bait and switch here.
Oh, I feel like we haven't seen that in so long, right? There's nice synergy between the 2 of them. Willing to go in for it, take that line away for them. Benji on the swing. That's very, very nice to see. And it's broken the purchase from Liquid now, right?
Yeah.
Sheriffs, Marshall, that's all she wrote.
Benji again on the hunt.
Watcher expired.
Yeah, a couple of members of Liquid stacked up here towards mid at least. Ooh, Camo will be spotted by comeback as well. And Heretics not scrambling to make a decision here. Benji will take a tag in mid at least. So Heretics now looking to regroup outside B.
Cutting through.
And Camo was spotted early. Probably identifying that's going to be the weaker side, but already...
Good rotation.
Yeah, pretty heavy rotation. There's 4 members of Liquid here.
Let's see how well they can clear this, right? Oh my good lord. Okay, and that's a problem for Woot. Actually, he comes out okay for now. Good trade from Camo. You're looking at if maybe Liquid could get a couple more. It's Camo. Oh, What a shot! Camo with 3 miraculous kills. Maybe. Oh! Give me 5. Give me 5. Camo.
Boo's Boo's obviously looking for Nats.
30 seconds
Just
left.
conscious he's maybe slipped through the map elsewhere. Still 25 seconds left to work with, so Boo has an opportunity.
Oh my god, but Camo, if you do this, that would be so goddamn sick. Spike is on the site. And with 13 seconds, he's got to work towards it. On instantaneous,
10
Camo
seconds
knows
left.
he's closing in. This
Spike
could be
planted.
5. And it absolutely is! Insane work from Camo, finding all 5 when it felt like the trades were great initially on the site.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know how many members of Heretics were caught on that team flash. You could see whether actually even Camo threw a response. I'm not sure
Yeah, I'm not
what
sure
had happened,
what
but again, the stun comes through here. Camo's just allowed to continue doing damage here.
That is actually nasty.
Again, someone who's impressed me personally in terms of being flexible once more and really shining on the Yoru here. Bit of a, well, not necessarily a bailout, but a response found here on a much lesser purchase to put Liquid back in a position where they can potentially break the banks. Yeah, break the bank of Heretics. I'm just looking at the money there.
Yeah, hold on. Miniboo's on a glass cannon. 2 on the other side. Heretics were lazy on the clear before. Now got to be ready.
Spotted both.
No sway just yet. Heretics trying to work the map a little bit, right? But man, if we get a heater from a couple of players, this could be a sick series. Miniboo trying to slice the pie, loses, comeback. Posted on that angle, and he held that for a long time.
Doesn't necessarily force any sort of adjustment here, but advantage for Heretics. Camo's on the hunt though. Look how aggressively he's playing here.
I guess if you're feeling that confidence,
Yeah.
just go for it, right? Be let off the leash a little bit, play your game. I don't mind that. That, to me, perfectly reasonable shout. Sometimes you got to call up your own number.
Another step.
They are still working with 4 here for Liquid. Benji, gonna pop that out and walk middle. Tip of the spear stuff. Potentially purple on the other side. Maybe Camo potentially. And it's a bit of a pinch, right? 3-2 split towards the B side, wrapping in, and they seem none the wiser about middle. Finally, a little bit of attention drawn when it's going to be Purpo checking, but by now they're at the door. This is a problem. Benji just goes in there, running them down, man. Nats overwhelmed. Heretics figuring it out, Mike. That was a lovely split.
Yeah, all pedal, no stick really on the way in. Able to get the plant. Plenty of time for Wayne to try and hold on to this operator.
Straight fire. Oh, Wayne, nothing to do here, man. That is, that's one to remember for Heretics as well, though. That's something to keep that confidence in the mind. Pulled off a great 3-2 split. Apparently, great read that no one's watching middle.
Yeah, and this is the sort of round that you want to see Heretics comfortable in, right? Where it gets a little chaotic, right? It's not necessarily, like I said, there's no set exec here. It's kind of, hey, let's contact in. When the moment comes, we're hitting sight, yeah.
I just can't believe they got so far without anyone kind of... I mean, we saw Purpo drop, and I don't know if there was maybe some utility in middle that got cleared early.
Well,
they just forgot about.
Lack of consideration of even the possibility of that happening.
Yeah, that's the part that surprised me a touch, but...
Which was what Liquid really struggled with versus KC in particular. Again, for Heretics, it was a little more difficult to really diagnose, but it was the pacing in some of the mid-rounds that Liquid just looked absolutely lost in.
One enemy remaining.
A beautiful take to close out a 4th here.
I wonder who is the slowest.
Yeah. Yeah, if Heretics are the second at 36 seconds.
Not sure.
Math's not my strong point.
No, true. Purchase in shambles. Camo.
Well, yeah, after Camo bailing out with an ace on the previous, just Sheriffs? Now they're back down to just the operator maintained for Miniboo. A rifle in hand for Camo.
God, they put a lot to work in middle, but the boss is here. Does get
Great
caught.
trade.
Good trade, very nice. Maybe a little bit hesitant to recover that rifle, but it is possible, and they probably should go get that. Sight's not yours anymore.
You don't necessarily have an opportunity to recover before the spike is planted. That's deep in the back lines now.
Well,
Neural Theft will go in.
Yeah. 3 through CT, 1 back through kind of vent side, and it looks like Heretics want to focus towards that CT, but it was a very individual effort from comeback there. No one else really able to scale off it, but now Wu over the top. Spins around, Riens picks up the mantle, nice shot towards CT, whereas Nats unable to get involved really.
Stuck behind the divide.
There. And Purpo's on for an opportunity, but no shield, right? This is rough for him, and Nats, there was no real opportunity to play in. It felt like that split maybe just a little bit out of sorts with a divide in play, cut off that line of sight, couldn't quite create those nice crossfires and crunch through. So, Heretics, they are looking great today, Mike. A lot of the woes and worries we've had seemingly addressed here. And I'm feeling there might be a timeout from Liquid pretty soon.
Yeah, there's got to be.
It's got to be now. But in my mind, if this is something that's given a little bit more vigor, right, a little bit more life, I saw the stage color change for a second, then I saw it, but it's fine, it's gone back to normal.
Let's go!
And that's the man I want to talk about, actually. Benji, in this instance, if being on the new agent here, you're playing onto Vito, being a...
And again, from Liquid's standpoint, it's in terms of prep, you pick Abyss and you almost get the Uno reverse in terms of how you want to play the map. Again, there's lots of learnings in these early rounds that, unfortunately, if it stays at this sort of deficit, it's going to be difficult for Liquid to find a way back into this first map. And Camo curious once more. Well, he's trying to posture up. A little bit of an adjustment here for Heretics to address that earlier aggression. But Benji once more on the hunt. Can't avoid the drone, so will be revealed.
And again, I do want to see how he fits into this maybe on... I mean, on the defending side, it's fine. Because we felt like, I think when we watched 7 on the Vito, it was a little bit one-dimensional towards the end. But he had a great start of things, but then finding it a little bit harder to adapt deeper into it. But it works now. All good. But played very differently, it feels like. Very active, very aggressive, very first man forward, second man forward, working with Wu in synergy. This time harder to gap close on that. Couldn't quite get down towards Purpo, but certainly going to see him. Now the ult's going to come layering on top. Purpo going hunting back in. Rotations coming through. Great isolation from Purpo. And they clear through middle.
Still, we'll concede the site here. Left. The spike hasn't made it across yet in the hands of Boot. Camo actively searching back through here. He's going to spot a ton of people.
Anything to work off it though? Maybe trying to get involved, but it's Benji to go down. Careful on those jumps there, boys. It gets a little bit dangerous. And now the clear out comes in. Boo and Rien's the last two alive. Maybe Liquid can actually clear house. Boo's done well, waiting to close out. Finally. Liquid getting a bit of a grip onto this one. Maybe starting to read some of those tendencies as how they want to approach this with Benji playing with Woot in middle.
Looking way more composed and almost there when you're expecting kind of a very volatile response to this site. Being firmly under control of Heretics. Actually, Liquid toe the line. They're able to slow things down and systematically break through this post plant.
Nice! Let's go! Let's go!
So, quite like maybe kind of subverting the expectations there of Benji kind of showing in middle with Woot pressuring in towards potentially Purpo, whoever's kind of playing towards Heaven, as we saw before, but then taking the TP out, right? Getting back to the pack, playing a 4-1 split. I wouldn't have minded that. Obviously, Liquid, though, seeming to handle it exceptionally well, but theory doesn't seem bad from Heretics, but just maybe messed up the landing a touch. Now, at this point, little bit of a glance towards the A side, but not much commitment so far.
Come back just 1 point away. Still, Liquid postured here, and actually Wayne will be spotted. Paranoia completely mitigated here.
Again,
it looked like Liquid were almost set up to go very aggressive there. Almost a set piece, but you see the position now that Purpo has to play in these sorts of rounds.
Spike drop.
But this causes real issues for rotations though, right? Like, to be fair, luckily for Liquid, they have the 3 on the right side of the map so far. Benji just going to be a nuisance in mid. But it keeps those 2 pretty far off. So if they can win the 4v3 on the site, not in a bad position. Let's see, Mini Boo. Timing's got to be right. That is very good, actually having to cancel on that goer. Now they need to hold off for a second longer. Rien's going to find nothing, but they've been stalled out now.
A flash out with this dart, though.
30 seconds
might be able to net them a kill. Does Mini Boo dip into the smoke?
Oh, the temptation has got to be beckoning. Gotta want to do it. Minibu turning the first flash, comes back around, sprays into the smoke. But the reaction is there. Spot on. The reveal came in, but look at that mid flank. The only issue is that Camo has slipped the net, and with 13 seconds, he could be deadly. Trying to find the plant, he's not going to be able to get it in time, and now he tries to back away. But the issue is there was a wild Benji on the loose, but now Camo again! 2 key kills, leaving just Benji alive. Unnoted thus far, slipped through middle, but a 1v3 is a lot to do here. Flash not gonna do much there.
Camo, man.
Camo's been saving this Liquid side.
Lethal today. Absolutely insane from him. Another round. Call this one a bailout as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Again, just looking so composed in some of these high pressure situations.
Left.
A little off here with the play out of the smoke, but the shot to Riens is beautiful.
Really nice.
Nice! Let's go, Camilo! Let's go! Let's go!
And look,
I was going to say up to 3 now.
Yeah, it's just because in the interview, I remember them saying that it was Nats and Lohan, they're kind of discussing how they actually almost prefer these pressure games. You know, that's the Valorant they like to play.
Honestly, that was some of the biggest cap I've ever seen. Like to see somebody sat in a Liquid jersey said, "Oh yeah, elimination games are bread and butter."
But hey, maybe it's...
I'm all for it, though.
Maybe there's some truth to this right now. I don't know, man. I'm seeing a little something to it. They seem fired up, right? Like, we don't normally see that.
Ask any Liquid fan if they like the pressure.
I don't think I could talk to a Liquid fan right now and feel like I'm not bullying them. It's not okay. You need like a blood pressure monitor on each and every one of them. For now, though, a bit of a different start, standardizing the approach initially. We do have a couple of ults here as well. Boo's got his, Comeback's got his on the other side, just Wayne's and Purpose. But a very different positioning. Maybe expecting there's now a bit of a reaction to this mid-pressure than the slip through middle that Benji pulled off. Now 3 players actually posted towards it.
Next?
And we'll explore mid here. Back of Comeback's ultimate. Spot out. And no real play for him in here unless he's... I mean, Camo's going to be under a ton of pressure. Comeback, he's got 2! How?
Getting 2 there with a stinger, man. Come on. What the hell just happened?
30 seconds
You're down to 3 now. They've got the site.
Spike planted.
Sorry, Liquid fans. Again, probably not what the doctor ordered, but Camo is still alive. Here to try and keep
Comeback's HP.
I mean, keep your hopes alive, potentially. 48. Obviously unconfirmed, though. That's the tough spot.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what he's done here. And Comeback waiting. Almost sacrificial in approach, but 3 kills claimed. Looking for a 4th, can't quite get it. Down to a 2v2. Time now ticking, and they have stall with Benji. They have stall with Boo. Benji on the site. Tap on the spike. Surely waiting to see that utility come in. There it is. Denial on the first attempt.
Last player
But Nats with the angle. Who's going to do it all now? And it's not good enough. Once again, Liquid pulling it back from the brink. I've got to say, Camo is putting in a shift today.
Yeah. Another round where he just has huge impact. Again, Nats as well, just able to deliver here. Comeback actually plays this, but I didn't catch the other side of this from Minibu. Completely catching 2 members off guard here. I mean, Comeback getting 3 there with a... It's just outrageous, but...
It's just like the same sort of coin both sides around, though. It's like it feels...
They're gonna win post plan. Not a chance, boys.
Let's go, all right.
And even with a very positive start, I mean, I was about to say, just before that round, it's like, where things have slowed down, Boo up on rafters, I think.
I think so.
Again, just kind of break some of that security they have once the divide falls. And again, a huge disadvantage as well. Liquid now stringing together 4 successful defusals here.
All right. Time for this one. It looks all in, direct, simplistic in approach, and Liquid just make it look all too easy.
Spike down A.
And yeah, it's a curious view. Don't worry, we'll get Barracks working again.
Back to vanilla.
We're rolling back the years, mate. Sliggy, get the pen out. Start drawing it in yet. Money and all. No pressure. Hopefully it'll be fixed sooner than we need to do that, but left down to very few numbers here. Heretic starting to suffer, and Liquid starting to get more and more confident, right? Starting to feel some of this. Starting to believe it themselves, potentially. It felt like it was one-sided for quite some time.
I think Liquid definitely finding what's working for them in terms of response to some of the, again, spacing a little different to what we saw in some of those earlier rounds. Obviously the purchase not really
Let's go,
setting
boys.
Heretics up for success. Oh, knock-on effect as well. Here will be just a couple of sheriffs to throw in the mix.
Oh, this is a... It's all now UI. Oh, we're getting treated here, Michael. Okay, we are going to stay on with what we can here. Currently 5-5 if you are just tuning in and you're wondering the score because you can't see it. 5 apiece. Benji trying to get a little bit more involved in middle, but the fight back's right here. And Liquid again coming alive. Starting to look a little bit more deadly, having some confidence beside them.
Yeah.
Maybe remembering who they are themselves. So down to 2 for Heretics. This is hard. Boo's got a sight, but it doesn't give him full control. He can't hold heaven. He can't hold the stairs. He has to decide which sort of approach he wants to work for. Can he at least facilitate a plant?
And Liquid almost read into this. They've forced Heretics to play into their hands. Boo looks as if he wants to at least shoulder this, take a peek. See if he can catch somebody in transition, but you can see Liquid just poised up. No wait on the back of Camo's ultimate to relay that information. Yeah, big investment here.
There's no way you're getting away with it. Rien's, look, you've got so many bodies to try and drop here. Yeah, not a chance in hell. Absolutely not going to happen. And at this point, Liquid have turned around this series. It started with just Camo. Everyone else is now online. We are seeing a resurgence here, and it looks damn good. Very, very impressive stuff.
Yeah, I think... I don't even necessarily want to say that Heretics are forced back in their shell here, but Liquid showing that they're able to at least receive some of these pressure points that Heretics are really looking to focus again, mid being one of them, but now where they're kind of filtered into a more traditional approach towards both of these sites, they're falling very short.
Yeah,
and obviously score being 6-5 right now as we enter round 12, assuming the purchase is back for Heretics, but...
Yeah, I was going to list off the...
Walking mid?
I mean, Benji...
Why not?
Gonna have to dip out of there and kind of readjust a little. I quite like the slipperiness that they're trying to play with this, but it feels like Liquid's got that now.
Like I said,
that part out.
They're forcing Heretics into a more all-in approach towards sight. And as Nat's even alluded to, is like they feel confident in the retakes here.
Yeah, they certainly do. This time again, though, Woot's done well to find Camo. That's the big boy down. That's taken away the kind of, the main danger, and it's allowed for a plant to come in. So man to the good, plant in play. The retake's having to work out with, what, 4 players. This is going to be hard.
Woot could line this up perfectly. Miniboo at least isolated, but the trade is good.
Really quick trade from Nat, so it's not out of the realms of reality. 3 players now trying to storm back through towards the B site. 2 playing up on site, though, from Heretics. Oh, the timing is divine for Wayne. Catching both on the turn. And now the back line's feeling worse for wear. The last 2 trying to make a stand, and they are. But can Purpo pull off the miracle here? Sad on the defuse. He's not moving. He's finally taken off. Bloody hell, it got close.
Nearly a chance here, but both shot darts will connect. We'll tie things up 6 apiece here at the halftime, Lauren.
Yeah, and we are actually going to have a little treat for you guys. We're going to be finding out.
And Alex, it was really interesting to speak to Miniboo the other day on the post plan and hear kind of his views. And even there in the interview saying, yeah, don't see him as my brother, he's my IGL.
Damn.
Which sounds cold, but it's like for a young player to kind of have that mentality for me that's a huge positive.
Yeah, and away we go. Now, Heretics gonna have to try and ball. What is going on, Benji? Nah, man, it's literally like, who's doing better right now, Benji or Camo? Who can carry this one hard? Hold on, though. Woot's on for a sitter, and that's the spike, so that should be kind of done here. We have 1 player left, and that's what, Purpo to try and put it together?
Okay.
All right, Purpo.
First.
He ain't getting a second.
Get a second.
All right, Heretics up now to 7-6.
Benji is just looking...
He's looking on it today.
Like a new man, honestly.
Yeah.
Again, another beautiful bait here on the back of comeback. Obviously previously being Woot to set that sort of thing. And again, if...
Is that what we sounded like when it happened? It probably.
yeah.
Okay, my dearest co-streamers, 7-6. Keep it updated. All right, I believe in you. Let's see how this carries on. I'm going to have to keep tally, so the casting is going to go downhill severely. I'm like Nat's trying to IGL right now. It's my scores are something.
I'm about to start writing on the screen.
Wait, we can?
Yeah.
We actually could.
No, we've got new buttons. Don't touch it.
No, I'm going to.
No.
Which side's which?
I mean, Liquid might make a go of this round, actually.
This is all you, Chief.
I think for a minute it looked like they were just happy to give this one up. Benji gonna re-ends line into Benji to find another 3K in the second round of this half. Up to 8 now. Liquid trailing by 6.
Okay, I'm feeling brave.
By 2, sorry, at 6.
No, that's guys.
Don't make me.
Guys,
no,
what's that? It's 4-5. That's the first half. Okay, we're going for 8-6, right? So is it 8 on this side and a 6
there you
here?
go.
How are we feeling about that? Audience participation. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. How are we feeling?
8-6, yep.
Yeah?
There's like 8 on the right side here. You haven't drawn the logo just yet, but if you're wondering, obviously,
On it.
Heretics ahead by 2 here.
Oh, that's a hard
So the
logo to
purchase coming back in for Liquid. Woot now.
Got you. You're sorted.
I was going to say whether or not Nats was going to spot him. Again, Spike not committed on either side yet. Almost anticipating a little bit of aggression here. Ooh. Again, Benji already very early on here.
Oh, that's so sick on the flash combo too. They've been working on this.
Able to just happily step out onto that. Knows he has a free engagement. Another opener found for Heretics. Under 60 seconds now, and Liquid need to find a response somewhere.
I certainly do, right. I'm going to clear that off. I'm done. I'm done with my graphics.
Graphic design is my passion. Liquid, though, will regroup outside 8. Yeah, Woot still. And I don't think spotted on either side here, and actually takes the worst of that.
Oh, God, he gets
21 HP. Rians.
Okay, but he went back for seconds, and so did Wu, and that's gone about as badly as you could imagine. But
Not expecting
Benji's
Benji.
got a line. Benji's got a second to play with. He takes down one. He's going to know there's one on the plant, but does he expect one on the backside? No, he doesn't. Purpo just beats that expectation. So now just these 2 remaining on the other side as well. Look how far away the rotation is. That flank is a mile off for comeback. They've still got a little bit of time to play with.
Yeah, I mean, still lots of time to play with here. But Comeback needs to get a clean engagement here on the flank. Who obviously still considering his approach. Comeback's got to be so careful.
He's tucked safe-ish. Oh, not that safe, and now it's on Purpo's shoulders. 1v1, Boo then trying to just get there, trying to get there as fast as he can. And
no time. Oh, no time.
You are so confident.
Yeah, so confident. The blip didn't bloop. Nice try from Boot. Then come back, maybe an opportunity to reset after that first kill, but I think probably a little bit of a jump scare for him.
Yep.
Again, Boot just can't close the gap to be able to find even a scenario where they can trade this effectively. Benji slipping the net here, finds Nats, but like you noted as well, maybe just a slight overheat. Not considering another player there.
We're at 8-7 now, in favor to Heretics still. This gap's closing in.
Wow, my eyes are down.
And we'll obviously try and figure the purchase out as we go, but obviously everybody falling from the previous round. So there will be gaps. We'll find Nats this time. Again, interestingly enough, this was the default that we saw in the previous round that was Liquid anticipating some aggression, and here Nats will fall to it. Or solo endeavor as well from Boot.
Yeah, it's surprising he got away with it again and actually got the kill this time, though. That's the bit that surprised me, because they punished him on that before. A bit of a mid-walk, but Benji on the case. Doesn't have too much help, but he can obviously dip away. I think that might have been her. Wayne's very aware, at least, of this. Going to re-smoke that up, but it's now kind of forced him on towards that B side of the map. So if they continue this way, and then look at the push-up on the A side as well. They've got good info on this. Right place for it. So Comeback can stay posted here. 3v4 on the site, pretty much. Now here, that was pretty ambitious, but it's worked out well. I mean, Camo's managed to skip through towards site, so fair play, and now it's getting a bit weird and a bit messy, but Benji is doing damage, but he can't do enough. There's only so much he can do. Now, you look at the other two who are really far away. They were sat pushed out towards A main. Now they're on that long road back. So Rienz and Woot here going to try and put this one together. Got 2 to locate, and they've been pretty heavy hitters here. Wayne on the other side.
Wayne's in a very risky position, though. Can be isolated here. Needs to find his headshot.
Messy work. Luckily, Purpo helps him out, but Purpo lost in the source. Completely unexpecting what's happening, so Heretics get another step in the right direction, moving up at 9 to 7. Is it your turn to do? What's that?
9 to 7. What's the score?
I just think the 7 could be better.
Well, actually, on the other side, Nats had an opportunity to find that, or at least spot the information. Maybe make a decision elsewhere. Again, what kind of the ideal situation is for Liquid there in terms of expecting aggression and very quickly getting themselves into a position to make moves elsewhere. I think Boo probably...
Anyway, for now, if you are just tuning in, it is 9 to 7 in favor to Heretics.
Oh, Wayne may be setting up a TP here.
Are we doing a little something? What are we up to? What are we up to, Wayne? Where are we going?
Cover going out.
I think we just saw on the X-ray though is... I mean, Benji was on the other side of that. Looking fairly one-dimensional from Liquid on the way in here.
Ooh, caught that time though. Comeback, I mean, kind of got away with that angle before. This time, certainly going to be punished way cleaner. And it's Boo having to respect this now. Oh, going to come in.
Did that connect? Yeah, I think it did.
Yes, it did. Rienz dishing it out.
Oh, nearly.
I mean, I thought he was on for a sitter there, catching some more, but it's caused a bit of a problem. And, well, speaking of problems, where's that second string? There it is. Camo! What? Unleashed today! 3 key kills. I'd say keep it on a pistol, but he's been great in the rifles as well. So just Rienz with 3 to locate.
Oh my God, man.
What an absolute mad game from this man.
That was absolutely insane. Once more from Camo. Pixel perfect with the pistol. And just a beautiful crunch here. Getting the near side taking effect as well. The shot to Boo is just
But don't play with the
sublime.
gun, actually. Just play with this.
Hey, look, I was trying to give him some
well, I mean, yeah.
no, not to say
And
that,
IGLC's that Stagram.
Jordan, that's quite
Dropping that rifle,
affordable.
dropping that rifle, yeah.
You're good,
This is
you're
really going to help
good,
our
bro.
economy, actually. So the purchase here will be just a couple of sheriffs for Heretics, rifles across the board, but Nat's still with a scope.
So we can see the finances here, but on the other screen, at 9 to 8. I mean, it's actually in a pretty rough predicament both sides. No one able to particularly build up much funding behind them, back and forth the whole way, and we've been seeing how close these rounds have been getting. Turning that around with just the new pistol is already ridiculous, but Rienz wants to go as well.
It's a pistol day.
Apparently.
People just landing.
Just hitting shots.
Spike planted.
Spike will go in, though. They do have some ultimates to work with here, Liquid. Crucial kill, though, potentially. Rienz
so close.
Comes out worse off in that engagement.
Yeah, needs the rest of the team now to kind of get active in this. Nats needs to be aware that he's about to get flooded. He's got Purpo to help him out here, which should be enough. Yeah, between the two of them. A little bit late to the party there, Boo, but does at least get the classic going. But by now, Liquid just have numbers. They have timing. It would need nothing short of a miracle. Miracle Rienz is what I'm saying, not just average. That's the one we wanted. And it's too late. Wayne, lovely, good work there. Team Liquid tying us up at 9 apiece.
Starting to build a little bit of momentum here. As I said, Camo, Wayne and Nats all with ultimates to play with. Miniboo not too far away. Obviously, Heretics will have an opportunity to buy back in here. Potentially going to see comeback on the operator if Heretics can make anything work around that.
Okay, I am back in the game, boys.
Wayne feeling like he's showing up here just for round 19. Back in the game.
Back in the game. Oh,
Back with a HUD.
back with a HUD. Oh, it's sticking around. Perma-HUD.
The perma-HUD.
Oh,
it's gone.
hey! Who knows what we're in for here today? Do not trust it. We'll keep you up to date. Now,
Liquid
though,
are picking up the pace, yeah.
super, super direct. Maybe just building off the ults and deep exploration from Camo there. So they're taking full side control. Miniboo trying to be that second string to the bow almost, allowing for the plant. No one able to flood back through. So they can fall away and sit into the post plant. Ult-wise, yeah, you got Nats and Wayne, but not exactly instigators. It's Woot that I'm looking at.
I was going to say, issue being Woot has a huge tool to be able to get something going here and potentially will connect onto 2.
But I think it's kind of just set up Camo again. Oh, look at this, Liquid! There they are. This is the team that should absolutely strike terror into your hearts.
I know exactly.
Has come back trying to backpedal away. Catches one on Camo.
Time to jump.
But that's about it. And again, HUD is a little slow, but what isn't was the pace coming out from Liquid up to 10 to 9.
Yeah, I mean, finding double digits here. Talking about the momentum, another round indicative of Liquid. Really riding that wave, Lauren. Miniboo and Camo in unison. Nats to seal the deal. A fine comeback, and again, a little bit of energy from the coach booth. So we will have a timeout, have effectively a buffer to buy out again, depending how clean, but be very surprised if really Liquid are left hurting here, even if Heretics equalize. But 4 Sheriffs and a rifle, call it, 4 comeback. Looks like maybe a set piece out to address the default.
Okay,
I mean, the reveal is huge, and Wayne will fall.
It's a really nice plan. I love it when teams do this, when they're willing to take a little bit more of a gamble on it, try and make a set piece work out, and it's been such a reward taking away Wayne. Now can they deal with that maybe site hit that could be coming? I don't know.
Well, Wayne had just got into the game, remember?
Yeah.
Let's see if Liquid can find a response here. Nats eager to try and equalize. We'll catch a glimpse, but no connection found.
There.
Elsewhere, you can see exploration outside B here, so Heretics really looking to take a lot of space away from Liquid, and the confirmation will come now that actually the focus must be towards A.
For this angle. Second too early, but in the side we go, and the commitment! Rien slows on for a second, but the spacing on this! It's dreamy work for
30
Camo.
seconds left.
Weapon here.
Perfectly placed, poised and patient. Leaving Benji and Boo with a long way back. I think they know that.
And Boo still with just a classic. So Benji a chance to do some damage here, but you got to assume not to recover. Miniboo and Nats will clean up. 11 on the board for Liquid. Camo continuing to take strides for Liquid here. 24 kills on the board now. And again, we made the comment earlier, just pivotal in terms of some of these rounds. Not necessarily from an individual effort. This is all in from Liquid, right? Really well considered approach, but again, he's always the front man. He just continues to deliver.
One enemy remaining.
Nice!
Him and Miniboo just putting in absolute work.
Credit where it's due, they look good.
Yeah, yeah.
They look really good. 11 to 9 now. Heretics, this is hopefully what that timeout was for, right? This round here should be what is building to. And we're going to have to take the way out.
Again, this is one of those sort of receptive defaults from Liquid, anticipating Heretics trying to make some moves. Again, the set pieces have looked good from Heretics. Talked about the pistols. Some of these early round engagements have certainly packed a punch.
Take flight.
Liquid almost leaning into that by leaving 3 members outside A this time. It was previously Nats to try and police that space, but
They're having to give up so much space on this site now. Playing
perfect timing now for the ult to be popped, actually leaving not A wide open, but an opportunity for sure.
Look at the TP towards the back, right? So that's in play. Here we can see the eyes turn towards it. Comeback delivers, takes away Nats, and now they're right amongst them. Wayne's being a nuisance just because he is so deep on towards this. But they've also kind of given up this CT side. Good trade for Woot, but there is still an issue of the fact of Wayne. How much can one man do?
Oh!
That's what he can do! Left to stand on his own 2 feet, but now into 2v2, the plant is in.
Miniboo here, getting curious. Might just catch his brother. Absolutely does. Leaves Benji in the clutch.
Benji, Purpo, and Miniboo to locate. Cautious steps forward, a tap on the spike to try and call them closer. That's one spotted. Great shot, can't quite correct it in time. Another tap, trying to draw him in. Miniboo, he's waiting. So patient about this, toying with him, Benji. Time is running out here.
He's got the half though.
He actually does, he's got the kill. It's close, Mike.
Oh my God!
He's down close.
Miniboo trying to bait Benji out there, the confirmation on the first tap. But Benji ice cold once more. Again, a really well-constructed round from Liquid. Making a ton of good decisions. Again, just the last one here, Purpo and Miniboo a little off. It being this early on in the post plan.
Yeah.
Again, you want to see a double swing there, not just one to buy time, maybe leave one in the clutch.
Shit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think you were like, nah, he's not got that one. Oh my God, wait, hold on, they're right off the rip again. What is this tempo we're seeing? Is EMEA getting exciting, Michael? Are we finally getting good games here? I feel like these two, I didn't know where to place them until now, but suddenly we're getting like high quality games coming out. And straight in towards A though, Nats can play around in middle, but it's on towards Camo, taking the space here.
Beautiful.
Going to have the Hunter's Fury, that's 2 noted. Nats does get booed down, but the site's going to be taken. Already come back, trying to slice through again. Answer back in his own way, 4v4. Camo then layers in. Rienz does get away with his life.
Go. Just gonna say, Wayne, you gotta be careful.
Oh, the timing on the swing there. Heretics suddenly finding their own sort of fire. And Benji closing down. We're not over yet. We're going all the way here. 11-11.
Couple of members of Heretics now stepping up, shining under this pressure.
Enemy down.
Even here with another situation where you feel Liquid are in the driving seat in terms of the early round. Oh,
Eesh.
beautiful stuff from Wu. And Camo unfortunately left a little too disconnected there. Another lip reading moment. All tied up now. Again, funds still something in the bank for Liquid. Heretics going to be struggling behind this for 2 members at least, if they concede round 23. Hunter's Fury available, Divide available for Heretics. On the other side, nothing on the cards for Liquid.
Benji, that's a lot of players. Here comes Woot. And does he get out of there? Does he manage to back away?
Boo!
Sets up Boo, the 1-2 punch. But Purpo still being able to stay alive. Wait, how did he get comeback there too? Hold on, that's not great because they know Benji was around.
Or maybe just spotted there, didn't see a ping come through, but now we'll get the confirmation. Benji will have to retreat. Liquid, good read on the situation here. Will bait out the Hunter's Fury as well. So Miniboo not going to take any damage in this situation and a chance to get a clean plant.
Post plant, okay, Nat sitting super deep. We've got Miniboo and Purpo on the site. No ults to play with re-enter 2 shock darts, that's kind of it. So guns out, and we've been seeing some big boy aim here. Woot the first one in, gonna take those steps forward. Benji side by side. Benji on the swing, Miniboo should be spotted. They're trying to play in Purpo here, and it's worked wonders, leaving just re-ent in a 1v3. 12 beckoning for Team Liquid. 1 kill away now. Rienz. As close as you get, it ain't close enough. 12 on the board.
Beautiful stuff. Liquid slipping into a very comfortable post plant here. Miniboo, again, a little cooler under the pressure here, able to bait Purpo in perfectly. I think at the same time, Nat's finding a kill from the backlines, but Purpo, 2 crucial kills to swing this back into a position where they can still hit B site. Miniboo really impressing me today. Again, there's been some question marks. We've seen, again, a couple of very good individual performances, but here, doing so much work for Liquid alongside Camo, as we've already mentioned.
But look at the buy. Look at what Heretics have to fight with, Mike.
I'm saying, yeah, two we're going to be struggling bad after this.
What's the game plan? What you got in mind for this final hold on to things? Can you take this OT?
That's solid up.
As you do, man. As you do. Well, at least it's not the Waylay. That's fine. Our drone. That's pretty much
That's a ton of
confirmation.
info, yeah.
Yeah, so do we see a reaction yet? They've got two players in middle who might need to start getting involved here. There's going to be the paranoia coming in. Miniboo, front of the line, takes away Rien's. Swing then in from Boo does well, though, to try and keep it in touching distance. But the site's lost. Plant's coming in. Liquid now so close.
Still 3 members of Heretics here, but Wu only with a pistol. Does have his ultimate, so a chance to get something going here in terms of this retake.
Comeback has to be the hitter though, right? Like, where's the ult gonna come down, set him up, try and succeed, and he fails! It's Miniboo finding comeback! Wood trying to get it going, but of course, Camo to close! An absolutely blistering series so far from Camo, but what a map one! 30.
Hey, I mean, I do believe now, yeah, seeing what... Again, an isolated incident in terms of KC being the common denominator for both of these teams, but overall, Liquid just looks so much better in terms of confidence in their fundamentals, which has been something that's been specifically lacking from previous series. I was going to say, Benji nearly catching somebody.
3 in spawn. They're just waiting for contact, I guess, maybe assuming it is this all-in, and then just going to rotate off the back of it, maybe just trying to read into the comp they're playing up against. There isn't going to be many kind of false punches or feints in this. It is going to be very direct, and it's worked well thus far. Heretics absolutely storming the house again, ripping Nats and Miniboo. Easy. Now just Nats in a 1v3. It spikes in a bit of a tricky spot here, Michael.
Yes.
Yes.
This would require a miracle. Nats, known to be previously, catches side of 1 here. Is that catching a Wu?
He's reading this really damn well.
Gets the spot in a second, I'm pretty sure that.
If anyone could do it, you would believe in this man. Should hear this. He has got a spike in 38 seconds, but can he get away? Yes, he can. Nats is doing really well here.
Plenty of time to get this plant down as well. Potentially a chance to reset comfortably before anybody can really crest through spawn. Rien's down to 20 HP as well. Boo's still pretty healthy and with a light shield. That does disengage entirely here.
God, does he go around the world? How does he want to do this? Options found again. Nats though, 1v1 now, and the HP is lower on his side. Up against Boo. Toying with him, testing him. Got to be careful, one bullet might be the death of him. He has to play this right. He's taking a second guess. He's trying to play with the time here. Nats might be on for an absolute heater here. Plays it to perfection! You have just witnessed a master at work. A Red Bull clutch to start it all, and no one else could have done that.
Like I said, historically a miracle worker in his own right. What a pistol round to open the second map here from Nats. Absolutely surgical. Again, even at the end here, playing the timings perfectly. Reads Boo like an open book.
He's good at this game. He's on Nats and he's good.
Still just insane.
And he can fully focus on just what's in front of him. You see it every single time. And it looked like it was going to be a showers crunch. Wu does done a great shot on Camo, but obviously all trades favorable thus far towards Liquid. Oop. Trying to go for a little walk out here. So testing him. And Liquid just kind of freezing for a second. Probably the right call here. Make sure they don't walk into any naughtiness. It depends how long they're willing to wait, I guess, then becomes the question.
And already reading the situation perfectly. Nats, ooh, timing's not there. Could be threat here.
Yeah, when do any of them check? Do they check? There are a lot of bodies, and a lot of bodies to drop now, but luckily Wayne and Nats doing damage, and it's safe. 3 stay alive, and Liquid get their second.
Looked a little dicey there. Nats gives up the angle. Miniboo gives up the angle as well. Even so, I think Nats still got a kill there. Even on the transition back into side, Miniboo gifted with that kill.
One enemy remaining.
Again, the timing perfect here for Liquid. Then to clean up. Rifles will obviously come back for Heretics here. A Bucky in hand for Camo, so... Gonna maybe look for something a little cheeky here to start round 3.
Yeah, I want to see if they have something more direct again. Yeah, it looks very singular in approach. Benji, the one to be tested. First has his 1v1. There's the combo. There's that 1-2 punch, and it lands. Man, their heads are going to be ringing after this. Whole new look to Liquid here. Where has this team been? And Riens can only do so much. There was just bodies after bodies. Mike, they are on the same page today.
I mean, the spacing once more looking great in some of these very rehearsed set pieces. Initially concerns obviously around the composition, the desk were highlighting, but again, if they can continue, you sort of bait and switch between Camo and Mini Boot, it's looking really well drilled.
God, that was impressive.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with
the
this.
catch on the TP as well.
Sick. Absolutely sick. But you can just see, like, being able to see the plans in motion, seeing that spacing better, the trading better, the synergy. It feels like they've kind of fixed a lot of those kind of, it feels like core problems, not, you know, the strats or the pre-made plans, but just like conceptually playing well together is something that's not been in the Liquid, I guess, repertoire in a minute. Yeah, it just feels like it's been lacking a little bit, and we were waiting to see if that was ever going to work out. Obviously, new players coming in, new, you know, ways to work. There was a lot of question marks around it, but today, they look solid. And obviously for Heretics, a rough start here in map 2.
Bonus conversion certainly a tough pill to swallow. Not necessarily going to be much of an opportunity here to follow that, but we'll see some investment here. A couple of Sheriffs, rifle in the hands of Woot. Riens as well, potential to do some damage, but again with 4 light shields, that's an opportunity to punish. Comeback, nearly caught. Down to 21 HP.
Lucky to be breathing at this point. Does get to reset with the rest towards showers, but obviously then leaving B looking a little bit more vulnerable. Clearing cautiously towards long, the flash going to connect, but still Camo erring on the side of caution. Wants to get the full picture before committing towards either side of this map. And it was a long rotation, but they do have now 4 players near on this B site.
Still held out. Rotation, as you noted, already in effect here for Heretics, but huge disadvantage if Liquid just decide to bulldoze onto site here, which looks like it might be the plan for them.
Great stall. Really nice stall out. Now, this should be very telling of how many bodies are on this side of the map. So they take the get out of jail free card, which is probably the best bet. They had Nats on this side of the map anyway. It will be Wu waiting. Does have the rifle, but no opportunity. Camo is just doing bits, man. Does go down a comeback, but again, you're down to very few players. Maybe a little too far there from Mini Boot.
Spike planted.
And now giving Riens an opportunity, but that opportunity is limited. Threadbare at best, but Riens making something of it. Still has the wingman too, so could apply a bit of pressure to this.
I don't think Purpo's going to be considered in this position though. And will be cancelled out. So no freebie for Riens. And no information either on the back of that, because it's the molly, obviously a deep position noted, but Purpo still unknown. The swing perfect here from Liquid. A 4-0 start to bind.
Crossing the T's, dotting the I's, they are doing everything right. Yeah, a little costly in that round, but Heretics did try and get a little bit cheeky with it. Fair play, you're going to get a couple casualties. But by all rights, they are doing excellent work here on Liquid. You're looking at the ults as well, they are now knocking at the door. Have 2 ready to go, Camos, obviously from this round, you can see exactly why. Nats had his probably quite early, to be fair. He's been doing wonders. But 2 away from Mini Boost. Purpo's only 2 off as well. So a couple of key ults there, very nearby. Similar scenes for Heretics. And now might be the chance to use them. Information
at least gathered on shore here, but it looks like it might be a quick all-in piece here from Liquid on the back of the dog.
But the lack of dealing with it from sight potentially does tell you where Heretics are currently sitting. Now, Benji's done well to take away Camo. Can they layer into this? Right, they can. Purple and Wayne putting bodies on the line and simply doing well. Liquid just flooding sites in great synergy. Boot trying to get the best of Mini Boot, not gonna happen. Younger brother doing well here. Wooting comebacks options dwindling.
Very limited. And Liquid completely disconnected here. 2 posted up pretty deep and a little bit of post plant here potentially from Wayne. And Molly will go in. Good stall initially.
Yeah.
Yeah, just reducing the options even further for Heretics.
Man, and they're just getting toyed with. It feels almost hard to watch, right? Look, one side swung from the other. Comebacks tried, but the time's simply gone. Too many players to find. He knows it. He's out of there. Liquid eyeing up this 5th round. And deservedly so. The way they are playing is what we've wanted to see from this team this entire year so far.
Back to the same statement once more. Just looking so well drilled. The prep, see, addressing some of the issues we've seen. And again, with Lohan talking about the identity that they really want to try and captivate and become very comfortable in. We're seeing many examples already today from map 1 here and the opening of Bind in terms of Camo and Mini Boot. See Purpo alongside that for sure, setting things in.
They might start to feel this more.
In Boot, yet to get on the board. It's in 0-5, and again, Benji with having an explosive start to map 1.
Launching smoke.
Trending fairly similar. We were able to deny the dog at least. Camo going forward once more.
Oh.
We're actually going to land the shot here. Minigo, again, good for the trade.
So quick on the pace there. Almost sacrificial in a way. Happy to just go for it. Make sure it's traded out. Booze.
Burning.
I mean, how's he gone away with one? But again, Miniboo right there again. You don't get a body without one being dropped right back. Miniboo just tearing him up now. Come back. Had the vandal for a second. Man, we're on for an exit. No.
What?
All right, Benji.
What was that shot?
You got a 1v2 though? Nah, you don't, Liquid. Quick to make up for any sort of possibility. That's 6-0, man.
I feel like the most times we've seen Nat smile in a single series so far.
What a weight off his shoulders. If you're starting to see the stars align, all the things you've been working on as an IGL, that's got to feel fantastic.
Like I said, because this takes a lot of the pressure off him. This was that shot.
Damn.
Okay.
Nice! Dominate!
But again, you give Nats as a player just some freedom to go and wreak havoc.
Let him work a bit, right?
Yeah, the silent killer, time and time again. So like I said, this isn't necessarily reactive. Liquid have a game plan. You can see they've worked on a lot of these synergies, a lot of these set pieces, and they're really, really intricate, but executed so well.
And they have faith in it, it looks like. Willing to put body on the line, willing to play behind it, which suits this meta very nicely. But look at the space that Miniboo's gathered. Bloody hell, they've bitten on this one, hook, line, and sinker. I mean, that's also going to potentially catch 2 players, and so that's 2 ults coming out from Heretics. A third lined up, and again, that spike can just head the other side of the map here. Nats
Nats
gonna go back in, the pit is dropping. Oh, but he's still got one, of course he does. How's it? Oh, come on! Iconic in position, iconic in nature. This is still his playground, and Miniboo's keeping him at bay. Beautiful to witness. This is miraculous.
It is just fantastic to watch a team play like this, especially with some of the concerning performances we've seen. Looking in total control. 7-0 lead, Nats. Just, I mean, what an adjustment to find Boo on the second. Again, Miniboo tempering this aggression. I say, if you're talking about some of the experience on display from such a young player who's been through a fairly rough journey.
Yes. God, he was...
Been the scapegoat a few times, and...
Their chance of Santiago slipped through their fingertips here.
It's almost a dot on the horizon at this point.
Yeah.
7 rounds behind Liquid here. On Bind, Nats. He's going to try and manipulate the finances here as best he can. Does have a scope and only light shields on the other side. Some investment, yes. Camo. Flash through. Actually dealt with here. Wayne's found Benji.
Oh,
Camo's going to shut down Rians as well.
Yeah, it's so hard to pin down these boys. You got Wu then trying to just play into this, but there's not a single fight you're going to have, man. This is just a shutdown.
It's all encompassing. Liquid just reading the map so well. And again, know when to go aggressive. We've seen them back away from some of these stacks here.
They want that gun gone. Yeah. They want to punish, and they are. It is a clean slate performance, and in zone flawless. Scoreline and in round at this point. And as you said, you rarely see those smiles from Nats, but he hasn't stopped beaming the whole time.
Like a Cheshire cat.
It's got to feel so good after what's been an incredibly tough start to the year for them. I think a lot of us having question marks and how will they backfill such a loss of a player that they had as well. And as it stands, it's all sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah. Obviously, Heretics burning up both timeouts now, so we're effectively in limbo. Got to rely on the calls in game here. Comeback forced off very early. And still ultimates to play with here for Heretics. Benji, Boo, and Comeback. Speaking of Benji.
They need a hero. He was before in a position to potentially do something filthy.
Now here's a test of the reads once more for Liquid.
I mean, you can see it, but he's still going to do damage. Great work from Benji. Gonna at least drop a couple bodies, try and put in a shift for himself. Ruth waiting, gonna try and play this out. Has he been spotted? He absolutely has! Boo dancing around! It is a 3v3, so it's probably the closest we've seen yet.
And Boo still with an ultimate. Not much in terms of tools here for Liquid, but a flash to work with from Purpo.
Right here. Molly.
Molly sent in, gonna try and actually clear out here.
Yeah,
No connection though.
Yeah, post plant still secure, still safe. That's towards long, 2 towards that elbow side. Big boy shot from Nats! What is this? Boo in a 1v3. Gonna at least behead one of them. But he's still got 2 more to find, and it feels impossible. Look at the reposition from Mini Boo as well. Oh man, this feels brutal. Boo up and over, at least gonna find one. Still trying to put on the good fight here. Purpo plays it as well as he could. Time is gone. The clean slate continues.
Just getting away. They would have put some numbers up here, but unfortunately, it's not a round on the board. 9 for Liquid now. Again, just another so well considered approach here. Minibu running rings around Wu. And that's just looking, I mean, just so methodical. Just easy pickings for him. Round 10, again, the finances just shattered on the side of Heretics. The pit finally invested here for Benji. He's got a Guardian to try and make that work.
Whoa.
That's trying to catch a punish on the orb, but we're happy to sit behind this for the time being.
I'm gonna try and clear through. They're kind of regrouping here. Hold on. What do they have to even clear into this? I mean, Purpo's still got some kit, I guess? Yeah, okay, so it is on Purpo. Gonna spot one close. Camo goes in, but can't get out. Comeback. Gonna deal the first blow, and there we go. Oh, on top of that, he's gonna force him away, but they're still gonna make at least a bit of a fight about this one. Rienz is lucky to be breathing at this point. It is messy here.
Ton of damage done as well. Look at Benji and Comeback's HP. Nats now looking to try and find something on the back of this pressure. Everybody from Liquid headed this way as well.
Oh, shot and a half. But they're picking away at these players, but there's still 3 bodies in this pit. This is still a lot to deal with. They can try and ignore it.
The side though.
You're right. Can they control it still? 3 players going right towards Miniboo here if they continue on this pathing.
Look at the HP bars again.
They are low, Miniboo. Oh, we have got some gunners today, man. Oh, he's gone back. Oh, he's absolutely breaking their ankles and hearts at this point. Trying to follow that Seeker, does a bit of damage, tips away, Rienz down to 5, man. Oh, this is hard to watch. Boo trying to once again save the day, but how are you meant to do this one?
Great reposition from Purpo.
Oh, he is putting on a real show here today. Take a stand. You're putting on a show. Lap it up, 10-0. One of the most important games, he said. This means the most to him. And he is delivering.
The snowball in full effect now. You can see it. Some of these rounds where individuals from Liquid starting to shine, or continuing, I should say.
Nice! Hey, what's up, boys?
Miniboo making the most of this moment. Double digits for Liquid. The buy is here for Heretics, not much behind this.
Oh, that's a lot.
There's a lot of investment.
That's a lot of players. This is about to be a bloodbath, maybe a massacre. Rienz can't stand the pressure. Miniboo continuing. This guy is on a heater. Boo gonna try and take a little bit of damage on the way out, but no, barely scraping by. But look at the HP, is just about recovering. Let's see how it stands. That's...
He's connected so much there.
Oh my god, the Prowler. Oh, he's actually gonna pop the ult on this as well. Comeback slip the side, but that's still doing work. Benji gonna make up for it, 3v2. Benji and Comeback clear the front side. They've got to know that they've either slipped towards long or they're going around the world. Can they put that together fast enough? Tap on the spike.
Comeback not spotted though.
No, still a chance,
standing.
but it's a 1v2 needed, required, essential, necessary. Play from Comeback! Maybe the spot they need, or maybe just a death rattle at this point. But man, he tried the best he could there.
Forcing a couple of broken wrists to adjust here. A Red Bull clutch from Comeback to just find the first. And this is, again, the post plants have looked so good from Liquid in a number of different situations. Comfortable on the back foot. There's a recovery here. Nobody catching the reposition. Comeback on the cleanup. Again, finances would have been awful here if they hadn't converted. It's not necessarily great, but still a lifeline.
Barely able to scrape by, but still standing until then. Comeback on, the hero of last round, and Nats is just battling out. Yeah, it is. It's DM for him. It's a 4v4. We can see the double stack. Has to be Benji noted, but they don't know about Boo here. Now spotted, now cleared. Oh, it's all too simple. Heretics look like they are in pieces as Camo wants to close out this half with a bang. It's Miniboo to close out on 11-1, Mike. This is a one-sided affair.
Absolute shutdown here from Liquid in the first half. Heretics going to have to dig deep here with elimination on the line.
Doesn't matter what macro they play, they cannot beat a Liquid macro.
Again, it's just so good to see Liquid turn around sort of their approach. And coming back to that same point Lohan was discussing around finding their identity, looking so cerebral in some of the post plants for me, just something to sit back and admire time and time again. Taking the initiative and being very decisive. Benji actually catching a ton of damage there, down to just 42. As Heretics now stack up towards B. 3 members of Liquid. At the spot here from Wayne for sure.
Yeah, and it's going to be a pretty all-in hit. Comeback handling Wayne pretty well. The next layer to this is pretty far behind, but Heretics managed to stand their ground nicely. They've caught Camo too. This could be the start of something.
Well, Spike denied now, and they have to reconsider their approach. Don't know if they thought they'd get away with a freebie, but there weren't enough bodies on site to make sure that happened.
Yeah, they kind of got caught trying to scale out, I guess. I don't know what hindered them, really. Maybe a bit of utility or something, but it's given.
I think Wayne put it, Wayne put a molly under window, but...
Yeah, they didn't fancy it, whatever it was. So Purpo, Nats, and Miniboo still with a chance to break some hearts here, right? This is the scariest factor that hope could be the biggest killer, and Miniboo already going to take down one, but it's all on Miniboo. In a 1v4, not going to happen. Heretics. All right, that's the second round.
Let's see Liquid run away with this one just yet. See, expecting to see again, a pretty rounded purchase in terms of the comeback that's required here for Heretics. No pun intended. A long road back into bind here. Let's see, I mean, maybe Benji's still going to sit on the pistol.
Could do. We'll have to wait and see what they go for. Just Miniboo on the Sheriff on the other side, so very, very frugal purchase. Purple, I think, maybe even denied what he would have wanted there, and it looks like they want to get this one done. Just going to go in, and they've actually done a good deal of damage there. That's going to be Boo put on notice, 31 HP. So it can get a bit dangerous. That's the only scary thing, if Boo wants to keep that Bulldog rather than switching it out. But again...
Benji doing his best Nats cosplay.
Nat's doing the same thing, funny enough. Oh, God. Can we just...
UI's not wrong. These are opposing Vipers.
The timing's everything here. He's heard this. Here we go. Here comes the call. Doesn't quite get the kill, so that should be green light to go. They should be comfortable now. And again, you've got Benji in a deeper position. He should be playing, I don't want to say safe, but again, it is only a ghost, but at this point, you kind of need to build finances and a bit of confidence too. As you can tell, the confidence with Liquid will be sky high. So again, just trying to mitigate any of that potential threat.
Again, for Liquid, again, you don't want to give away any extra progress on top of initially a couple of rounds here that they may concede. Again, because Rian's a comeback, still behind halfway in terms of progress. Not anybody's going to go hunting here. Maybe Rian's. Does only have the pistol, so...
Yeah, switched out with Benji, so... went for it, fair enough. Swing and a miss on that front, and Minibu the one to actually start building a little bit closer towards the ult. And I think they know that this one's pretty secure. So Liquid going to give it up to the spike. No issues on that front. And then we look forward. So Heretics up to 3.
Right, coming back in will be an advantage here for Liquid. We can see, obviously, Liquid's performances here over the years. Again, the biggest criticism being is kind of converting the domestic results into an international title and establishing that consistency. But been a long run with us. That's obviously being one of them.
And it's one of those where it's again, how many times have we had such high hopes for this teams and then going, as said, internationally, and then it just quite falling away from them. But at this point, a whole new look to this roster. And a pacey start for Heretics. Wayne, simple in stance, but it works well. That denies that early start from comeback. So you're not going to get that same sort of, I guess, security in the post plant. I'm looking at Wayne still around, man. He's trying to keep some real space here. He's done very well.
Atsu, we're just going to find Boo's, but how?
I felt there was no indicator about that, but maybe just all too aware. Knows all too much. As Rian's, Benji and Woot feel like they're losing out to ghosts here. You're barely seeing players. And again, you turn around and suddenly Benji's dead, and now there's a flying player in front of you. Come on! In zone flawless, and you blink, you miss it. You barely saw them that round.
Again, that's the sort of round we saw Liquid replicate time and time again on the attacking side. Just these split-second decisions. And landing the execution perfectly. And also, these are in rounds where, again, traditionally Liquid, get a first blood, get a second kill, and they'll sit back, force an error, wait for...
This is comeback's first time playing Melee, bro.
I love it.
Wayne slipping into the trash talk very quickly.
We love this. Okay. Well, bringing it back into the room. This is elimination. We told you before, we'll tell you again. It's 3 rounds. It's probably the longest road the Heretics could take to get any chance of it. Woot's trying. He's putting up some numbers, but Nat is walking out. He's taking on the world!